So here I am outside the Royal Oak pub in Oldham. Now this pub was made in the mid-19th century. So 200-year-old pub, one of Oldham's oldest pub. In fact, it ended up being Oldham's oldest pub because obviously the rest of them had shut down. So this pub was sold in 2023 by the brewery. There it is, Royal Oak. And it was sold back in 2023 by the brewery to somebody. Tried to look at the records. Doesn't tell you how much it was sold for. It doesn't tell you who it was sold to. But this building is protected because it's grade 2 listed. It's a grade 2 listed building. Now it's also massively historically important because the bar and everything inside had not been changed since 1920. So the bar was made of mahogany. It was a round bar. It had stained glass above the bar, and that was from the 1920s. So it was a protected bar. In other words, if you're an investor, it's a protected bar. Now that means you can't touch that bar because it's protected. So this bar has been here since 1920. The pub itself, mid-19th century. So it's in the war. People, I've heard stories of people being in there during the Blitz, during the times of the German bombings, and they were getting the air raid sirens and they had to go and effectively get under the seats. So why have I brought you to the Royal Oak in Oldham? Like I say, it's got an investor in it who's bought it for an undisclosed fee. And you can't even find out who the investor is because he doesn't tell you. So why have I brought you here to the Royal Oak pub? Because, remember when I said it's protected? Within 4 weeks of the pub being sold and shut, bearing in mind it was a massive shock that it was shut, it flooded. There's a smash window. It flooded this pub. Funny that, isn't it? It's been here. That interior is protected. So, within 4 weeks, the pub itself was flooded. Smells a bit fishy, doesn't it? Wonder whose all these cars are behind the pub. Because it's supposed to be empty. I mean, we know exactly what it was bought for because it's a big building on Union Street. Obviously, Oldham's HMO capital at the moment, I think. Except it's a protected bar. So you've got to look after all the fixtures and fittings inside. Why is that window open? Who's in there? Somebody's in that pub. The protected pub. The grade 2 listed pub. In other words, you can't touch it. So what do? They flood it. They flood it. And then it's been left empty, apparently, since 2023. Now, water and mahogany and wood doesn't go well together, does it? So, if you can't touch it, what's the next best thing to do? Within 4 weeks of the pub being sold and shut, the bar got flooded. Take that what you want. Take that what you want. Remember, eyes wide open. Don't let them get away with it. You're letting them get away with it. Don't let them get away with it. It's too late for that building. how many more buildings are there going to be?